Hello, hello. I'm seeing 0 concurrent viewers and no one in chat. That's what I get for doing this impromptu. Hello, hello. Oh, might as well just begin since no one's going to be here. Where's my art app? There it is. Okay, here we go. That's white. There we go. Do I have anti-aliasing turned on. Why does it seem so... Oh, you know what? It's because this is only 1080p. I was wondering why my line seems so jagged. It is just because the resolution of this artwork. I'm probably gonna go as low as 5 pixels for my brush size for this one. Hello, Yellow Burb. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, I am drawing tomorrow's stream thumbnail for Half-Life 1998. I am going to be playing it on stream tomorrow. Hello, boys. I'm back. Do I know you? Hello. Welcome to the stream, Beck Vice Director Async. There are 2 people in this chat, Ivan. There are 2 people in this chat, Ivan. You don't need to yell. It's Barbara. I'm LARPing as Ivan Beck, Vice Director of the Async Research Institute. Barbara. I'm trying to remember a Barbara. I got sick. I got sick last stream. So if you were there for last stream, I basically forgot everything that happened last stream. My mind is kind of a mess. Barbara Cienfuegos. Oh, right. You were in... Shit, my head. The art request stream, I believe. You showed up for that. Remember, Redler. Man, I'm having trouble even remembering what I ate for lunch today. You were there too, McQueen. Hello, Super Sans the Skeleton. Good to see you again. Long time no see. When you say LARPer, do you mean like when you say LARPer, do you mean like a poser, or do you mean like someone who role plays in real life? Half-Life is tomorrow. Correct. I'll be honest, I'm still roleplay. Is it considered live? Is it considered live action roleplay? Is it still considered LARP if it's online? It would just be RP. Like if it's online, it would just be RP. There has to be a physical aspect. There has to be a physical real life aspect to the roleplay for it to be considered live action. It's probably fine if I do it like this. Okay. The HEV suit is such a funny... The HEV suit is such a funny design. It's so blocky, and it looks like it's hard to move around in. But when you actually play as Gordon, in the games, he moves like a ninja. He has absurd movement capabilities. Like, there's nothing in the suit that suggests it has an exoskeleton that gives you superhuman strength. Excuse me. You're gonna hear a lot of that coughing. As I said, I got sick. I got sick immediately last stream, and I'm kind of still recovering. I'm well enough now to stream, but I'm probably not well enough to not constantly be coughing, unfortunately. Do not succumb to the illness. Yes, that is in fact... let me switch over to my games. Oh, surprising. Do not succumb to the illness is not in my main objective. I should add that. Main objective. Do not succumb to the illness. There it is. Okay, back to art. That's okay. What do you think of my formal suit? I don't think about it. I'm simply not going to engage. I do not care. Being I'm going to have a lot of strong absentee parent energy during the stream because I just simply do not have the energy to engage with antics right now. I've already failed to not succumb to the illness. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, Tin Sheet. Good to see you. Need to take a look. Half-Life 1998 HEV suit. Do not show AI. Strict search. Okay, so this is what the original looks like. This is what it looks like in Half-Life Source, and this is what it looks like in Black Mesa. Okay. Thank you for using strict search. Did I see the lunar eclipse? The lunar eclipse is not visible in the Philippines. It was visible in Mexico? I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed then. Of course, I'm going to be drawing... Looking at this shotgun, this doesn't look like... I'm looking at the shotgun, this doesn't look like the SPAS 12 that we have in-game. What on earth is this gun? It's not the SPAS 12. It's not the MP5. What is this? It's the SPAS 11.9. Like I even have like a SPAS 12 as like a 3D model of a SPAS 12 I found on Sketchfab. And I'm using that as a reference image. Well, not reference in quotation marks. I'm drawing over it. That is technically a way to use reference now that I think about it. Yeah, it's fine. What does the fingers on the gloves look like? Okay, they are just regular gloves that happen to have metal on them. I do wonder, how does this count as like an anti-hazard? How do these count as anti-hazard gloves? Like, how exactly is it protecting the hand? Like, other than like the metal plates that are on the knuckles. Is it true that the Philippines hate anime? Depends on what you mean. Do you mean the Philippine government? Then yes. If you mean the Philippine government, then yes. If you just mean Filipinos in general, then no. Filipinos actually love anime. Most of them do, at least. I don't know why I'm putting so as much effort as I am with this one. It's not even going to be visible. This is mostly not going to be visible. Why does the Philippine government hate anime? That's not how we Mexicans do it. It's against freedom, liberty, democracy, everything our fatherland stands for. That is not the Mexican way. So sad. Why do I get the feeling that I'm being... Why do I get the feeling that I'm being fed racist dog whistles? What is going on? Just good old-fashioned Mexican nationalism. Right. Nationalism. Okay. In that case. Take your nationalist rhetoric elsewhere. I'm not having that on my stream. I did this wrong. What do I do? Busy Soda goes, worried, surprised face. Or is that a worried face? Yeah. I don't have a very positive opinion on nationalists. Like, pride for a person's country. I'll give people that. The moment it starts going, my country is better than your, starts going into my country is better than your country rhetoric. Okay, this should be easier to draw with the 5-pixel brush once I'm done. Yeah. How many executions must I watch alone? I don't know. Like, if Gorby was here, she would probably also be shocked. But somehow, somehow you always end up being one of the only people in chat. Whenever I hide a person's, I hide a person from my channel, or rather, I ban a person from my channel. Did someone say my name? Welcome, Gorby. Like, if you only just arrived, I literally just banned someone before you arriving. You just missed it. Aw, didn't see it. What was the context? They asked why the Philippines hated anime, and then and I explained Filipinos typically don't, and I explained that Filipinos typically don't hate anime, but there are people in government that hates it. And then they went like they went on like a nationalist tirade about how Mexico does it better, so I banned them. I would ban. Honestly, I would also ban people if they went on a tirade of how the Philippines is so much better than another country. I'm not about that life. Just finished Half-Life 1 last night. All I'm gonna say, it's one of those games that rage baits me as I play, and then I feel really good once I beat it. Yes, I'm familiar with the type. Yeah, I'm just going to not draw the input for the shells. I mean, I'm just gonna choose to not draw that part. Make things easier for myself. Also not going to draw the ring for the, what is this called? I also just realized Gordon is left-handed in this image. Huh. Why is he holding the gun left-handed? He's not left-handed in the game. Let me take a drink. man, this game sucks. Who designed this shit? And then you beat it, and then it's like, that was fun, not gonna lie. Would play that again. At me about every single section in Dark Souls. Combat puzzles. Also, sorry I was late. Had to. Are buckets on my head to be clean? Pour buckets on my head to be clean. Ah, you had to take a bath. Gotcha. Man, non-shower bathing. Like it's non-shower bathing is such a hassle. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, like, I wrote a new song. Where is... Show me... Work BGM. Let's play my new song that I wrote yesterday. Well, not yesterday per se, but like... this for... earlier this week, when I thought I was going to be able to stream, but suddenly I was not. It's called Navigational Challenges. It's a song I wrote for people who are lost. Like physically lost. Like going in circles everywhere. Wrong one. That's not the lambda. Good, did it backwards. Okay. I'm glad you didn't stream on Wednesday. I was sick. I was also sick. Funny how things worked out, huh? Like, you were probably not there on social media, but I did in fact get sick. I got sick literally the Sunday after my last stream. You know, that commission stream that I did? Yeah, I got sick then. Actually, was it just commissions? Did I not also do... What else did I did there? YouTube.com/Redler Red7/streams. Oh yeah, last Saturday's stream was the request stream. I remember now. But yeah. I did that stream and almost immediately got sick the day after. It sucked. Took me all week to get better. I got a throat infection and drank a pill to get rid of it, only for it to get into my nose and then my head, and I was bedridden for 3 days. That is significantly worse than what I faced. Damn. The worst I had to deal with was what's the word for it? The worst I had to deal with was dizziness all day. Was dizziness from not be from being being so dizzy that I can't stand. I was technically still able to do things. I just wasn't able to be sat up or standing up when I did it. Like effectively bedridden, but I could still like read. I could still read. I could still like eat. This always happens, man. The moment I get some issues in my throat, it transfers to my nose and my throat gets better. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm starting to see the Spaz 12 is too detailed. The Spaz 12 is too detailed for what I drew. I'm gonna have to make the HEV suit less either more detailed or make the Spaz 12 less detailed. So let's go do that. More detailed HEV suit. So line here. 2 lines here. Oh wait, no. Line here. Groove here. 2 lines here. Huh. I kind of remember this specific detail on a bunch of Halo outfits. Like the not quite wristwatch. The not quite wristwatch type of grooves. Well, I mean, it is like to be fair, like Halo is within the, what is it called? Within the same lineage as Half-Life, so it wouldn't be that surprising. Huh. Very odd. Very odd how this works. I know, it's like this. There's something wrong with your biology? I suppose I'm going to have to add like some... I suppose I'm gonna have to add textures in the coloring phase. I don't want to. Oh well. Cleaner sketch time. 5 pixels. Given my current physical state, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I am going to be able to stream Half-Life tomorrow, but I'm not entirely sure how long I'm going to be able to stream it. Normally, my streams are like 4 hours, right? Like, I'm kind of scared that I'm only going to be able to stream for 2 hours, and that's like, what? Like, if you're actually searching through... If you're actually looking through the game instead of rushing, like looking at everything, engaging with all of the enemies and stuff, that would be like, what? 2 chapters of Half-Life? I'd probably get I'd probably only get as far as the offices tomorrow. Only half a chapter in later parts. Yeah, exactly. And then there's Half-Life 2 where all of the chapters are absurdly long, except for the first ones. Root Canal and Water Hazard took forever. I still remember. Same with Highway 17. They were infuriating. Wait, we doing Half-Life 2? Man, I'm doing all of them. I'm gonna be... this is going to be the start of a series. I'm gonna be playing Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, Portal 1, Portal 2. And I would do Half-Life Alyx if I had a VR setup, but yeah, you can't play that game outside of VR, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, Portal is part of... Portal is in the same universe as Half-Life. What about Opposing Force and Blue Shift? Well, I don't know. I don't think I have Opposing Force and Blue Shift. Are those even canon still? Like, were they even made by Valve? Like from what I understand, they weren't even made by Valve. And I don't even remember if they were good. Although, granted, I did play Devil May Cry 2 because I never played them before. Nah, it was Randy. I'm just gonna choose to not play that then. Don't like the way it looks. Normally I would do this with like a curve tool, but I am early enough into the stream that I'm still willing to do it manually. It was Randy, the gearbox guy. So it was done for the... what's the word for it? It was done for the console ports, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I remember that. Fun fact, the first time I played Half-Life was on... It wasn't a Dreamcast, it was a different... It wasn't a Dreamcast, it was a different, It was a different console. But yeah, the first time I played Half-Life was not on a PC. I'm trying to remember what console it was. But it wasn't the PC version. Pretty much no one in my family had a PC that could run Half-Life until like the 2010s. To be honest, I'm probably not going to replay Half-Life 2 before you start playing it like I did with Half-Life, because before, Ultra Kill Half-Life 2 is my OG default game to play every day. Speaking of default games to play every day, I've been playing a lot of... I've been replaying Devil May Cry 3 a lot. Like, my friends and I are doing like a... my friends and I have like a yearly thing where we stream to each other. We get on a call and stay on call for 24 hours. Not all of us at the same time, mind you. Like we do trade shifts, and we record the segments for each other. But like we stream ourselves playing a video game or playing board games or stuff like that. And for my segment, I need to play. In my segment, I volunteered to play Devil May Cry 3 within a 3-hour block. So now I'm kind of learning the Devil May Cry 3 speedrun, but without the out of bounds and the glitches and stuff. Like I have no plans to learn how to do the. I have no plans to learn how to do the mission for wall clip to completely skip the boss. I'm still gonna kill Gigapete and stuff. I should stream my practice runs of that. The problem is my practice runs are like unscheduled. Like sometimes I'm going to like get tired of working on a commission and just make an attempt, and that attempt will last maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. I only ever do the full game during weekends. Because the weekends are the time where I as my own manager have decided to give myself free reign to do whatever, and I gave myself permission to not do work. The unfortunate thing about being self-employed, you have to give all of your work, all of the money that you make is directly proportional to how much time and effort you put in. So you have to give yourself. So you have to order yourself to take a break. I barely do practice runs in games. I just play, and then I hop in and do a usual run and dip until I'm satisfied. Also, I'm not into speedrunning or being the best in a game, to be honest. I'm not interested in being the best either. But I do have a goal, which is stay within a 3-hour block, because I don't want to hog all the time. Time during that event. And I am willing to get better and do practice runs specifically for that. Watching speedruns is pretty fun, but speedrunning is not for me. Being self-employed is a blessing and a curse, correct. Speedrunning would be for me if I started earlier. If I don't... Like, if I didn't have my old man reflexes... if I didn't have old man reflexes and old man asthma anymore, it would probably be fine. But I do now, so you have to deal with that. Is DMC3 a short game? 3 hours sounds insane. The average time to beat for a regular player on the normal difficulty would be 12 hours. Uh, 12 hours in game time. That's assuming that they're using items and stuff. Where can I show off? Where is it? Copy me the link. This is a run that I did yesterday. So I know I can do it, but I'm not consistent at it. So I'm working on a route to eliminate some of my time losses, because some of my time losses are optional things that I'm doing for safety. But I'm finding that the optional thing that I'm doing for safety is actually taking me more time than just eating a death, for example. Like there are a lot of sections in Devil May Cry 3 where getting the thing for safety, like the extra health for safety, will just waste more time. Waste more time than dying to specific bosses. Like I remember doing like a combat adjudicator where you have to get a certain rank, a certain combo rank while attacking a statue. It wants you to get a triple S rank combo style combo while attacking a statue. But I'm using what is it called? I'm using a weapon that doesn't have I'm using a weapon that does not have enough moves because I'm using all of my money for other things, so I can't buy new moves. So I have to do it with just the base weapon, which sucks. And it like an efficient way to do that with the base weapon would be, I'm trying to remember. It would take around 5 to 10 minutes, and that's way too much time. That is way too much time for just one thing. Like 1/4 of a health upgrade. That is not 5 to 10 minutes is not worth one health upgrade. Maybe if I was getting a full health upgrade, but no, it's 1/4. That sounds like a nightmare. If I'm going to speedrun games, I'm picking ones that are made specifically for that. Oh. Games specifically made for speedrunning are even worse about that. Because games specifically made for speedrunning are even worse about that. Because all of the high skill... Like, when you look at Celeste, it has a bunch of, like, high-tech things that... It has a bunch of high-tech... high skill techniques that are not needed for the main game, but are needed for like the hardest levels. And the expectation in speedruns is that you do the the high skill tech everywhere where it's possible. So you gotta learn things like bunny hopping to preserve your spit. You know what? I'm just not gonna speedrun in general. I love going fast in video games, and I love learning the tech to go fast in video games. But actually speedrunning, like actually getting a time and following the rules of a speedrun, that shit's tedious. That shit's tedious as fuck. The HEV suits, gloves just barely fit. Just barely fit into the SPAS 12 trigger guard. I said I wasn't going to draw it, but it looked naked without the thing. What is it called again? It looked naked. It looked naked without the receiver. At the very least, I'm now able to use the line duo. Oh hey, remember when I talked about my favorite type of armors? Blame the HEV suit for that. Ah, you like the super angular blocky design. Gotcha. I'm not particularly into the HEV suit look. I'll be honest with you. Like, I prefer them... Honestly, I prefer them closer to like medieval armor. Give them the curves and the... give it the curves and the specific pinching at the joints, so that they're easier to wear. Like, all of the weight of the HEV suit is on the shoulders, and I think the... Yeah, all of the weight of the HEV suit is on the shoulders, and I hate that. That's gonna be so uncomfortable to wear. That's fair. I just think it looks cool. I think it looks cool too. But I also think it looks impractical. Practical armor is cool armor in my book. But also I am not immune to spiky edgelords. I'm also not immune to spiky edgelords. To be fair, Kleiner does say that the glove parts still fit in Half-Life 2. Hello, Sistrix. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure whether I prefer Half-Life suit or the Half-Life 2 suit. They're not quite the same, but they're very similar. I'm suddenly reminded of like the Halo armors, and I think I prefer the Halo 3 and the Halo 1 armors more than the Halo 2 and Halo 4 onwards armor. I don't know what it is about the Halo 3 armors. I like the Half-Life Alyx transhuman armor. Very nice design in my opinion. I still haven't seen it. I don't have VR. Like, I don't have access to VR. And watching VR, like watching a VR stream, gives me motion sickness. Well, no, not motion sickness, but more like when I look at a VR stream, I am only barely able to parse what's happening, and it kind of blurs together in my mind. It's not that's not exactly motion sickness, but it's like, you know, I can't actually tell what I'm looking at because of how VR works when you're streaming it. While I was playing Half-Life 1, it made me kind of sad Half-Life 2 barely had any alien enemies. I like the Combine, but I want to see the funny split squids. I play Ultra Kill. I'm immune to motion sickness. Yeah, what I said wasn't technically motion sickness. It was just, yeah, I can't understand what's going on the stream. Like, maybe if I was the one playing the video game, I probably would understand, but I wasn't the one playing the video game, so I'm constantly confused at what's going on. Which is which I understand is like a frequent problem for VR, for like a VR streamers that stream anything that isn't like VR chat. Man, VR chat. It's so funny to me that Mark Zuckerberg spent millions and billions of dollars to make a worse version of VR chat. It's so funny to me. Let me take a drink. Can't go one stream without mentioning spy cakes. Isn't the whole lizard people control the government thing like a anti-Semitic dog whistle? But yeah, it's still on topic, unlike being random. You did in fact catch up a bit with spy cakes. Alrighty. Do I want to draw the vents? The vents are important. The vents are super important to the look. Nice to see that Spy Cake still plays with others. I'm glad y'all are having fun. I don't know, I just find the lizard thing to be the stupidest thing, and I find it so funny. Fair enough. It is funny to imagine that Mark Zuckerberg is not human. But no, he is human. He's a man. He is a greedy man. He's just an out of touch white guy who is incredibly rich. Oh, so that's how it works. That is a spring. Oops. Let me fix that. There's the vents. What's next? Right, this. Fun fact, the song that's playing right now, Bailing a Sinking Ship. No, this isn't called Bailing a Sinking Ship. It's called, what's the name of this? Unfit for an Ordeal. It is very loosely based on the the boss the battle track for the second Virgil boss fight in the MC3. Although you wouldn't know it just from listening to the melody. I did a lot different with this one. Too bad I haven't played any yet, so I wouldn't know even if I so I don't even know what the original sounded like. Yeah, that is the unfortunate part. Sounds cool though. Glad you think so. I think the way the shotgun works in Half-Life 1 and 2 is hilarious. I love the way it works, don't get me wrong, but the fact that the right click does double fire from a mysterious second barrel is really funny. Yeah, like the under barrel where the under tube where you put all of the ammo. Like this is a spring mechanism that contains all of the you load the shells into this barrel, and for whatever reason the people at Valve decided that is a second barrel that shoots bullets from. Like it makes sense for the Half-Life 1 shotgun. I'm not entirely sure how to make it make sense for the Half-Life 2 shotgun though. Like the Half-Life 2 shotgun is not a SPAS 12. It doesn't have the I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have the big underbarrel that looks like it could shoot the second barrel. Black Mesa was ahead of its time in the weapons manufacturing industry. Yeah. The funniest thing about this is that like in most games with the SPAS 12 usually just keep the most games with the SPAS 12 don't flip over this thing so that it becomes a stock. So you essentially don't have a means of like looking down the sights. It was cool in Half-Life 1, so why not bring it back? Who cares about gun consistency? I don't know, I don't know, I personally, while I like the MP5, not MP5, while I like the MP7, I do think it would have been more it would have made more sense to for the submachine gun to be like the Scorpion or something. An AKM. Like you're running around Eastern Europe. You're running around Eastern Europe with NATO weapons. You're running around and running around Eastern Europe with NATO weapons, when at the time they were probably still controlled by the Soviet Union when the world fell. At least it's not like Counter-Strike source guns, but I believe they were designed by a guy who was left-handed, and they used them in-game. They had to flip them to make them for the right hand. Yes, I remember that. I was wondering why... I did wonder why the AK... why the AK-47, when you cocked it using your using your left hand. It was on the wrong side. MP7 was low-key dog water in Half-Life 2. The MP5 in Half-Life wasn't that bad, but the MP7 was somehow worse. Yeah, the guns in Half-Life 2, like other than the shotgun, they were pretty. Most of the returning guns were pretty bad. And even then, the shotgun in Half-Life 2 was also like, it was good, but like, I wouldn't want the shotgun to be my only weapon. I prefer the USP in Half-Life 2. Sorry, but the Half-Life 1 pistol was ass. Was it... What pistol was it? Was it a Glock? It couldn't have been a Glock. Was it an M9? I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what type of pistol the Half-Life 1 pistol was. I'm surprised the M9... Like, if it was an M9, I'm surprised it was bad. At the very least, I do remember the M9. I do remember the pistol in Half-Life 1 for some reason dealing more damage per bullet than the submachine gun, which it shares its ammo pool with. So you're gonna if I'm going slow, you're gonna see me sniping things more with the pistol than with the SMG. What a weird thing to say, sniping something with a pistol. But most things are like less than 5 yards. Most things are less than 50 yards away. So it was a Glock. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know and don't care. The handgun was straight doo-doo. It's hit scan. That's why. Also the shotgun. Long range Half-Life 2 shotgun, my beloved. Yeah, I will say that about the shotgun in Half-Life 2. It does the thing that most shotguns in other games don't, where it's still effective at long range. It's not as effective as say like a rifle or something. Was there even a rifle in Half-Life 2? Like, other than the alien rifle? Like, the only rifle that I can think of is, in fact, just the alien rifle. I say the alien rifle. It's technically made on Earth. Only a rifle was the pulse rifle. Unfortunate. The pulse rifle was kind of boring to use. I liked its alternate fire, but you get so little ammo for the alternate fire. Okay, once I'm done with this, I'll start with the colors, but before that, I'll need to take a break to use the restroom. Come on. You know what? Circle. There we go. Last things last. Glasses. This is gonna be annoying. Honestly, while playing Half-Life 1, I wasn't digging the weapon pool. Felt a bit bloated. I did not care for most of the explosive. Oh, I actually really like the amount of explosives in Half-Life 1. So, you'll probably see me using them a lot. Having access to things that can one-hit kill most enemies. I will make liberal use of consumables in video games. I'm one of those people who I'm one of those people in RPGs. During the rare times I play RPGs, I'm one of those people who uses ethers, who uses elixirs. At least you would know how to use them. Yeah. Okay. Line art is done. I'm gonna go take a quick break. Be right back. Hello, I am back. I realized I forgot a thing. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. On my replay of Half-Life, I played through Zen and I liked it and enjoyed it, and I won't mind playing it again. It is a weird section. where it plays very differently to how the rest of the game plays. But once you figure out how to play that section, it should become quite fun. The issue is that most people never figure out how to play that section. Let's. TTRPG, but in a video game. That's what a role-playing game is. Like, you do a thing. I've played so many Sonic boss fights that I started to get some enjoyment. Do I need to be put down? There are things to enjoy about Sonic boss fights, but like, I don't. You have to go out of your way to find the fun in Sonic boss fights. Like, clearly you have, but most people are not gonna go out of their way to find it. They're going to play through the boss fight. They're going to play through the boss fight, find it kind of not fun, and just leave it at that. So I admire your willingness to find the fun in a video game, but like, Wrecking Ball, Loki Ballin. Yes, the Wrecking Ball, the boss that you can literally you can jump on top of and be completely immune to damage. On one hand, I like that. Like, gives an excuse for skill. Like it's a type of skill expression that I like. On the other hand, I don't like it when enemies and bosses are completely impotent against the player. This is one of the reasons why I dislike most enemies in Sonic games. Is one of the reasons why I do, in fact, like the Slicer and the Crab enemy from Metropolis Zone. I do, in fact, like those enemies. I just don't think that they're placed in areas where... I just don't think they're placed in areas where people would enjoy fighting them. Like, the average person probably does not want to fight a Slicer. Probably does not want to fight a Slicer in a bunch of tight hallways. Tight hallways where they cannot actually dodge. So I like the Slicer in theory. In practice, not really. I see most Sonic enemies as movement opportunities. Either movement opportunities or movement blockers. My favorite type of enemy are the types of enemies where if you're just mindlessly going forward, the enemy will suddenly knock you backwards, not necessarily using damage, but will knock you backwards. I think they're like crawler enemies in some of the 2D Sonic games that do that. I quite like Metropolis Zone, actually. Yeah, see? You would understand. Like, I get you get me. You get me in this specific scenario. Excuse me. Half-Life HEV suit. It's kind of chrome all over. You know what? I'll just use the black parts, like the blackish green parts, as the actual black parts of the suit. It's not entirely accurate. It's not entirely accurate, but it looks good. It will look good on a thumbnail. It will look good on a thumbnail, and it will better contrast. It will be better contrast with the black of the with the black that I'll use for the gun. I can't say that for all of Sonic 2, to be honest. We're Sonic game when it comes to enemy placement. Accurate doesn't necessarily mean good. Just look at Spider-Man. It depends. It depends. What am I doing? Make things easy for myself. Take another drink. Man, my throat is so itchy. I hate it. I hate being sick. Nobody has properly and accurately adapted the black suit arc at all. The symbiote suit never corrupted Peter. Most of the time, when they're adapting the symbiote suit arc, they're adapting like the 1996 anime, not anime, the 1996 cartoon, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, basically. That's usually what they're doing. Which, like, that's fair. The 90s cartoon was good. The funniest version of attempting to adapt the symbiote suit arc is the one from the Insomniac Spider-Man games, where like there's always the sense that like there's always been the sense that the symbiote is like attracted to Peter, like has a sexual relation with Peter. There's always that. Like, and part of the horror is being a straight man being... like, part of the horror is that it's kind of sexual. But, like, they made it really explicit. They made it really explicit that it was a sexual thing in the... in those Spider-Man... in the Insomniac Spider-Man games. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that they made it really really obvious that it was a sexual thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's really funny. It's really funny that that's how they went with that. That's the read that they went with. That version is the worst adaptation of it. Yeah. Alright, the glasses. Give me the pale Filipino skin, where it's clear that I would have brown skin if I went outside more. Actually, this is just brown skin that I'm looking at it. Or at least tan. They were trying so hard to make it evil that it came across as unserious. Playing as Venom was so cool though. You gotta admit, playing as Venom in that game was so cool. Melatonin. Don't you mean melanin? I haven't played the game, but it looked generic. Fair enough. Might as well just play Prototype. Oh, Prototype. I love Prototype. This is one of those games that I got kind of absurdly good at. It is one of the only PC games that I could play at the time that it released, and I got weirdly good at it. Good at playing it. It is to the point where I know which upgrades to get and which upgrades to skip. It's kind of it kind of ruined the regular game for me, because now that I know how to play efficient, I have to play efficient. Okay. I need to make this more purple, actually. I need to make the hair more purple so that it's more obviously a different color. Similarly, I need to make this more green so that it's more obviously a different color. I generally hate when they try to make the black suit be this parasitic and shoot out tentacles. It never did that. That looks awful. Never mind. Like the lighter green. Yeah, no. No, we're not doing that. Never mind. The tentacles look cool, but not on Spider-Man. So, it's not cool on Spider-Man. I just completely disagree with you. It is still cool on Spider-Man. Give that shit to Doc Ock. That's the slime tentacles. I don't know. I think it works for Spider-Man because Spider-Man has like the webs. Like this, the sticky has the sticky webs. There we go. Doc Ock just gets 4 tentacles. Just gets 4 more tentacles, so now he actually has 8 of them. Dr. Octopus has only 4 tentacles because he also has 4 limbs. He has 2 arms and 2 legs. So he has 8 limbs. That Okay, time to do... Oh, the rain is getting louder. It's been... we've been having like light drizzles. We've been having drizzles and light rain showers all day. Just kind of worried that I'm gonna have to deal with flooding again. But it's not that... Okay, removing my headset and listening to it, it's not that strong. I don't know, man. I just find it too bloated. Fair enough. Like... Oh, there it is. Emergency alert. Orange rainfall warning in Metro Manila. Joy. When will it stop, I say, as the sun is cooking me. Speak of the devil, I just got an orange rainfall warning for my exact area. Soft. Airbrush. This place is cursed. Kind of. This shit's gonna look like a PS2 game and it's gonna be great. This artwork is gonna look like it's from a PS2 game. It's exactly the type of artwork that I'm going for. Speaking of Spider-Man 2, the video game, not the old game, the new one, the anti-Venom suit is funny. The one where it's the one where Spider-Man becomes white. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like. He's just white. Like it. If I remember correctly, that's if I remember correctly, that's what the armor suit. That's what the armor suit looks like in the old games. Where you get an armor power up and Spider-Man suddenly becomes white. I love Sperm Man. Do 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 do. Don't forget the hyphen between sperm and man. I have the humor of a 10-year-old. I understand. I find it pretty funny too. Dun, 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 dun. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. When I squint my eyes, Gordon Loki looks like a Giga Chad. Like the Giga Chad dude. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of does. He looks like the Giga Chad dude, but more handsome. I don't know. I'm not into the lips. I'm not into the lips. And I'm also not into the specific way his cheekbones look. But other than that, I do like his eyes. Like those piercing green eyes. Yeah, I do understand. He is kind of handsome. Do 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 do. Da na na, da da na, da na da, da na da da na na da da, da 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 da. You know, I'm thinking about what you said, Gorby. Like that Gordon looks kind of like the Giga Chad dude, but more handsome. I'm thinking about it now. I think the Giga Chad dude actually looks awful. So I think you're correct. Gordon Freeman does look more handsome than the Giga Chad dude. Like, I was thinking about it like Gordon Freeman is handsome. Like I was thinking of it like that. But like when I'm comparing him to Giga Chad dude, I agree. He is more handsome. Gordon Freeman is my second favorite video game player character in video games because he isn't some badass macho dude. He's a scientist who went to work in the wrong place at the wrong time. He has the same energy as Isaac Clarke from Dead Space, where he's kind of like, oh, he's kind of like, I'm sort of just here to fix things. I'm sort of just here to fix things, and now I have to stop the apocalypse. This kind of sucks. And I'm like, yeah, that it does kind of suck. Your first favorite character is version 1 from Ultra Kill. Sonic is the third. I kind of don't like Sonic as a playable character because, like I like Sonic as a character, but I dislike Sonic as a player character. Because the player can't really embody Sonic unless he's like unless they're like a speedrunner. They're or speedrunner, a super player. Like someone who likes showing off. Someone who's like incredibly skilled and likes showing off. Most of the Sonics that I've seen, like if I'm looking at a player playing as Sonic and they're not a speedrunner, it just doesn't look like he's Sonic. I like how you always call version 1 by her full government name. I always call them V1 Ultra Kill. V1 from Ultra Kill. I have been swayed. V1 is not a woman in my eyes. You're the one who called V1 her. Like I'm not the one making waves here. Version 1 Ultra Kill. Oh, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Wrong color. Context, I used to call V1 an it's and rejected the idea of she her by the community until recently. You didn't sway me. I was just talking about how I recently changed my waves. Gotcha. What exactly changed your mind then? Like going from rejecting someone, rejecting pronouns to accepting them is not a huge leap, but it's not a huge leap, but it is a leap. I just felt like it. Fair enough. This thing doesn't look like... This thing does not look like metal. It looks like plastic. And to be fair, it does... To be fair, it does kind of look like plastic. All things considered. Like the HEV suit in general. It would make sense for this to have some plastic in it. More shine. Adding more shine will just make it look like it's a glossy plastic. Hackett has stated multiple times that every machine in the game doesn't have an official gender. Anyone can call them whatever. Street cleaner Yuri for life. Very clean. Why is it called Street Cleaner Yuri? Wrong color. Minos Prime is Judge / Ment. Things I will probably... things that I will probably get once I actually play Ultra Kill. When is 1.0 coming out again? Oh, excuse me. It's somewhat well-known in the well-known headcanon in the community. An enemy, the street cleaner, is a lesbian. It's not actually serious. It's just for the lulz. Gotcha. One Point Out is gonna be out September next year, or probably next year. Like if it was out September this year, yeah, I probably still wouldn't play it. I'd wait. I'd still wait, especially considering the fact that I'm starting Half-Life literally tomorrow. I probably wouldn't want to start another first-person shooter. After the Valve block. What would I play? What would I play after the Valve block? I'd need to ask. Probably the Mega Man games. Get back to doing 2D platformers. Maybe I'd do something top down. That would be interesting. You better wait. Ultra Kill is infamous for releasing updates updates that are not so good. This has been happening since the revamp. Yikes. And I've kind of just been tanking it. Really? No. The updates are amazing. It's just technical stuff, like bugs and performance. Yeah, and you were just tanking it, just because the content is good. You were tanking the terrible performance, and bugs. Ooh, you are significant. The Ultra Kill fan base is significantly significantly more forgiving than the Sonic World fandom. Granted, the performance and issues in Sonic World are probably significantly worse than Ultra Kill. It's Ultra Kill. Most of the fan base is full of glazers. Fair enough. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. I wish I had something to eat right now, like a small snack or something. I noticed that my issues with like coughing get better when I've just eaten. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe the back of my throat is just really dry, but I've been drinking a lot. Maybe it just needs something that isn't water. I'm not sure. Either way. Okay, we're good. Let's do the soft shading. Probably not that bright. A little bit darker. A little bit more purple. There we go. United Kingdom glazers. Is there even such a thing as people who glaze the United Kingdom? UK monarchist, I suppose. People who want to return power to the monarchy for some reason. Most of the fan base does in fact complain about bugs and performance, especially in layer 8. Yeah, I thought so. That seems significantly more plausible to me. Like, it is impossible to me that a game as popular as Ultra Kill will have no people complaining about stuff like performance of all things. On a PC game, performance is everything. Like, if the player cannot run the game, they cannot glaze the game. Oh no. Let me undo all of that. Where is it? Switch the hair, please. There it is. Wrong layer. Just wondering why it looked wrong. There we go. There's half the fan base that think encores are bad. And those people are wrong. Heretics, I say. Aha. So what you're saying is that whatever grievances they have with the encores are not valid, and we should not listen to them. And that's what you're saying. The same way people will look at all of your opinions about Sonic games and are like, you're wrong. You should not be listened to. I love exaggeration, but no, it's just me knowing that my favorite level gets a lot of shit. I want to let my emotions out sometimes. Fair enough. I'm not sharing my Sonic opinions in public spaces. I will get eaten alive. Yeah, fair enough. There is a reason that I did not chime in to the discourse on stuff like Project Hero, which and stuff like that. Funnily enough, the discourse around Project Hero is finally starting to tip into, yeah, this is kind of not good, and also the things that they did is also kind of not good. Like, the game is kind of not good. Like, the stages are kind of not good, and the things that Stelmo and Beats did are also kind of not good. It's finally starting to tip over. Into being like that. Took them a while, but it's finally happened. Well, I say a while. It's only been like 2 weeks. It's fine. I'm not surprised I stopped caring about it, to be honest. Lines, colors. This is going to be lit, unlit. The lighting is yellow. Oh, that is surprising. I'm succumbing to the sickness. I hate this. Been too busy backpilling myself. Backpilling? Blackpilling? What? Is... Oh, my throat hurts so much. Well, not so much, but like, you know what I mean. My throat hurts. Don't let it win, bro. You got this. Like, I'm currently debating, like, clearly I'm not going to be able to like do my commission on stream because I can feel the scratchiness of my throat get worse. And it's only been 2 hours. Yeah, I think I'm only going to be able to get the office complex at this rate. I'm only going to be able to get the office complex in Half-Life 1 tomorrow. Which is probably fine. Like that's far enough. That's far enough in for like 1 session. It's the later chapters that are going to be a handful. I just noticed that I said back pill instead of black. Ah. Oh, black pill doomerism. It's a blight on the world. Black pill doomerism is a blight on the world, but I understand why it exists. Forget about Freeman is gonna wreck you, wreck your shit. Oh goodness. I'm probably stuck in an abusive relationship with autocorrect. Just divorce. Have a divorce with the autocorrect. I'm suddenly reminded of a Tumblr post. I'm so pro-divorce that I accidentally... I'm suddenly reminded of a Tumblr post that went, I'm so pro-divorce that I accidentally went congratulations when someone said that we were having a divorce. Oh. Now that is brain rot. I tried to talk with a lawyer, but he always missed the part where I said it's his problem. Missed the part where it's his problem. I'm screwed. Very clean. It's his... It's his problem because you're paying him to make it his problem. Did you... Gorby, did you forget to pay the lawyer? Oh. Anyway, the glue gun. So, okay, that was deleted very quickly. Was not able to hear it. Don't read my message. Gotcha. Man, I wish I knew. Man, I wish I was good at using the glue gun in Half-Life 1. Being able to launch myself horizontal, being able to launch myself using the using the recoil. Like, I never learned how to do that. It looks like a fun skill to know how to use. I feel similarly about the. I feel similarly about the plasma bolt launcher in games like Doom. Okay. All of that's done. Let's move that to a new folder. Let's add highlights. Hi, semicolon lights. I barely used the Gauss gun. I know you can launch yourself with it. I just never found the use for it. It's also not a reliable weapon. I've seen enough speedruns to know how to know how to use the launches. I just never trained myself to be able to do the launches, because that's the sort of thing you kind of have to practice, and I've never done the practice. Such is the case with many of my endeavors. Like I don't practice enough. I don't practice enough at drawing. I don't practice enough at music. I kind of just make finished products, quote unquote products. I say product, but it's not being sold, except for the commissions. Like my art commissions are products technically, since they are being sold, but they're like. You know what I mean. Revolver, my beloved. I've never been good at using the single shot high power weapons. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that it's definitely a mental block though, because like I'm fine with single shot. I'm fine with stuff like shotguns. But for whatever reason, like stuff like the revolver doesn't make sense in my head. Like arguably, it's like you can argue that it's what is it called? It's just another case of like ammo scarcity making me want to not use it. But like I don't feel that way about explosives, weirdly enough. It's only the revolver. By the way, you never specify in what point you stopped playing Half-Life 1. You said you just never finished it. Yet you know about Zen. Everyone knows about Zen. I think I stopped right before the rocket launch. Like I remember there being a rocket launch, but I never played through it. The rocket launch is early? Is it? How early is the rocket launch? It has the military there. That's early? Like, it was after the train. It was after the train sequence. Okay, I was fighting a bunch of military. I was fighting a bunch of aliens. Fighting military and aliens fighting each other. I remember the minefield. You were thinking of a different. You were thinking of a different rocket launch. Gotcha. Accidentally hit my mic. Apologies. Like, I remember a scene where they caught a broadcast that that the military plans to nuke Black Mesa. I think. Is that a mod? I genuinely don't remember. I'm gonna be real, I didn't understand most of the dialogue for only one of my earphones worked while I was playing. Ah, gotcha. It's hard to understand regardless. It's one of those things you kind of have to train yourself to figure out what they're saying. They're not exactly clear. Like also, a lot of the story focused dialogue is very forgettable. There you pick up that can. Yeah, a lot of the story dialogue is more iconic in Half-Life 2. I will agree with that. Hello, sir. How is it doing? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream, Remy. Good to see you again. I'm finishing up on drawing my PNGtuber avatar as Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. Unfortunately, my throat is itching so much right now. To the point where I'm actually kind of a little bit in pain from trying to speak right now. So the stream is probably going to end soon. I'd say Half-Life 2 fixed that problem. It just kind of made an issue with some parts just straight up being walkable, unskippable cutscenes. Yeah. Half-Life 2 is one of the first games to have like a walk and talk. Absolutely terrible. It is a bane of the video game story, the walk and talk section. In my opinion, at least. I hate the walk and talk section so much. Just make it a cutscene. Dang it, what am I? And stream Trinket, also I hope you start feeling better tomorrow. I'd hope so too, because like the stream tomorrow is going to be a video game stream. It's gonna have significantly more yapping. Well, actually no, not necessarily significantly more yapping. It's gonna have yapping in that it is gonna have yapping in that I'm gonna have to like commentate over video game gameplay. But not necessarily more yapping. Black Mesa East is a chapter of all time. Black Mesa East, my least favorite chapter in Half-Life 2. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, that is my least favorite. Followed by like Highway 17. Highway 17 is probably my one of my least favorites. Oh man. The vehicle sections, man. So many vehicle sections. And I hated driving the car so much. Okay. Save that. I think we're done. Is there anything more to add? I guess add an orange background. Orange background. Darker orange background. Okay, what was the orange used here? Right. Oh my god, that is a garish orange. Okay then, game. I'm weird. I really love Water Hazard and Highway 17. Definitely better than On a Rail. I hate On a Rail. I think I just don't like vehicle sections. I don't like driving. Driving sections in games, like any driving section in a game, I typically like less. There we go. Now on the thumbnail there's going to be the words Half-Life, and then there's going to be part 1. This is gonna be like that on the thumbnail of the video. Anyway, thumbnail done. We're good. Tomorrow, same time as usual, we're going to be streaming Half-Life 1. It's not going to be a blind playthrough, but it is going to be the first time I'm finishing the game. Okay. On Wednesday, I'm gonna try to finish the artworks from last week's art request stream this Wednesday. And next Saturday, the Saturday next week is going to be more Half-Life. Thank you everyone for watching. Actually, no. Before that, let me remind everyone. I draw artwork for strangers on the internet, and strangers on the internet pay for my bills. I really need to move out of my house, and I am only 7% on the way to my goal of $1,000 to be able to afford a down payment for a new place to live. Please help me. Anyway, if you want to help me, send me a tip on coffee. Coffee.com/Redler Red7. That's ko-fi.com/REDLERRED7. Thank you everyone for watching. I will see you all next stream.